boxing. In the red corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting two-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavides. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
We waited a long time for this. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot?
Bueno, vamos a ver, ¿qué tal?
Swing and a miss with the hook. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Straight right just misses. This one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such loud people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And you catch him there with that hook. He scores with the counter. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Beautiful counter shot. Can't land the jab there. Punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavides in that last round.
Buen primer asalto,
What do we expect to see here in round two? Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Back and forth they go. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. There's a scoring blow. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about David Benavides that last round. Here's the bell to start round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Perfect counter hands. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight or counter punch is smart.
Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How about that time counter shot? Blows the jab, it doesn't score. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Do you believe what we are seeing? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Benavides that last round. Well, we know they got the advantage so here we go to the 4th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This one go to the judges. That counter shot lands. There can't be many fighters that throw a hook quite like him. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. David Benavides in that last round. Pretty dominant round here. And there's the bell for round 5. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punching. There's a big body shot, and he got him in trouble. Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. Then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp.
Down goes Benavides. It looked great live. How will it look again on...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Como una maricona pegando, ¿no? De la vida.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not going to get trigger happy.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about David Benavides. On to the 6th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hold that thought! Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Looks like they've shaken it off. Catch and shoot. Good counter punch. Been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. Feel a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the spin, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Benavides that last round. After what we... There's the belt for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch. Trying to land that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. Be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And it's survival time for David Benavides. Somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
shot. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Can't find a home for that jab. This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavides in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, and boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Benavides that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's the bell for round 9. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Perfect counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. They figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that should.
Nice defense on that hook. Exchange punches. Jab misses. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David. There's the bell for round 10. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. But when you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter shot. Nope, that hit won't score. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Did you see that? Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter punch. Nice defense on that hook. That counter, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. David Benavides in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
So that they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this thing.
Pega como una maricona, Benavides, porque
There's
ya
the
no
belt
tiene que
round.
calentar por lo menos.
There's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You gotta hope they run out of steam.
That counter punch caught him clean. There's a counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's gonna be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. And, whoa, wait a minute. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. A much better game plan here.
Defense is everything because they got...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavides that last round. Well, it's no secret.
Que venga París en el ahora, punto.
And there's the bell to start round 12. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. Hold that thought! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. they're right back into the fray.
And you've got to wake up, you've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Perfect counter shot. David Benavides might be ready to go. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.